Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading's for Cancer for November of 2019. This year is almost gone, 2 more months out there. So, to all of you that haven't seen me before or watched, we pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month, and we'll pull angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together. Now, I am an empath, so I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all Cancer's name Frankie for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign, look at your rising sign. You can get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like an overall view. And to everybody who celebrates Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I almost forgot to say that. Now, I have a short message of it, and it's like, don't overdo anything. Like, no, don't get into excess in any form for us this month. And that doesn't just mean eating and drinking because it's Thanksgiving. It means because we care so much about people. And we actually have 3 people cards in here, and that makes things really difficult because you, in a general reading, you don't know who the people actually are. But they're showing me like I care about people that I love, and I care about them a lot. So the energies around it is like I need to remain neutral about situations. Don't get into something that I'm not going to be able to extract myself from. Let's say people are fighting or things like that. Uh, Remain neutral. Don't get excessively involved with situations people are overdoing this month. And I think then it will be a really good month for us because actually I think we could maybe get some promotions, get perhaps maybe even some of us new jobs. We have a lot of Rod's energy in here, so that's a possibility because we have good words also. They're release, love, and purification. And anytime I hear that word purification, if I'm doing a regular reading, Spirit says, I've cried more than enough tears. So, with that original message, don't cry anymore. Just be neutral and try to stay out of the middle of any kind of ruckuses between friends or situations, that kind of stuff. I think it would be best if we're doing something like that, that we're doing it for ourselves, if we're doing any defense. Our other words are abundance and adventure. So it is actually pretty darn exciting here because our first card here is the Page of Rods, right? So we got actually a lot of fire energy in this reading. And the Page of Rods or Wands, male or female, right? These are general readings, so I can't place it. This is going to be fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It could be a younger person around us that we know, maybe but the page is a deliverer of messages, and they usually deliver messages, right, that are really important or relevant to our uh, usually work, like a project we're working on or a situation that would affect our work because they are Rod's energy, and that's usually business finance. But it's really positive, good information that comes from them. So it could be a younger person, a relative, a friend, maybe one of our children that really wants to experience work, you know, or or activities like like going out, getting into the swing of things. But it's also related like to international travel, meetings with foreigners, uh, and philosophic interest. So some of us can um, be doing some kind of travel with our word adventure in here. We could be doing some kind of travel, or one of our children could be, traveling. Maybe we're meeting with other people to get a new job with this kind of energy because it brings positive energy. And usually around money, work, finances, things like that. If it's someone outside of us, because we're obviously water energy, we're not fire, but it's really a good uplifting energetics for us that makes things more exciting around prospects. How do they want me to say it? More exciting around prospects or projects that I'd be doing, prospects or projects I'd be taking on, I think work related. And it would be really, really positive. Bring me money, uh, just bring money, and with that release word in there and that original message, stay out of the excess, because he's like standing there expectant but not challenging, like excited but not challenging. He's not running out to go fight a war or battle or something like that. He's actually standing there just waiting or bringing us this really good message that I think for a lot of us cancers may have to do around money, and actually it could be love too, based off of that. It could be love too, based off of that, but something maybe that I love to do, because now we got more fire energy here. We got the Queen of Rods. So that's still, once again, that's going to be Aries, Leo, Sag energy. It could be Sun, Moon, and Rising, male or female energetics that come around this thing. So it would be a person that was really prominent, a person who was in a position of authority. They always like to shine. They're the lioness or the lion. You'd have to say it like that, because these are general readings. They could be a friend of ours. They could be a boss or a new boss. The personality itself is really personable, warm, generous, loving. It's honorable, intelligent, friendly, trustworthy, um, and it's very mature. Unlike that Page of Rods energy, it's very mature. It's just the type of energy that could give us excellent good advice. If it's someone outside of us, that we really appreciate the advice, and it would save us, like our word purification, of doing the crying more than enough tears over anything that's going on in our life. But the advice that would come from this person be like really well worth taking. Could be a really loyal confidant if I'm having problems or situations that are causing major upheaval in my family, maybe say, or in friendships, like I feel like the referee breaking everything up and I'm trying to remain neutral. She could help us, or he or she could help us, to do that. But normally it has to do with really good assistance, because the energetics is one of a really good money manager, that the advice that they would give us would be very valuable. So if it's not a person in our life, it would mean it would be time for us to move forward in any type of business venture or job planning that we're going to do. Maybe um, stocks, if for those of us that aren't working, like maybe changes in our portfolio. This could be someone that might be or helping us. I'm not getting the word out right. Um, and it also can mean that we have or possess this month or are to use, is the way they want me to say it, are to use the qualities of this queen. You know, maybe to get more abundance in our life, to release whatever it is we don't want in our lives anymore, and to take a stand. And I'm saying it that way because of our next card coming up. Maybe to take a stand on what position we're going for or we want or choose. And I'm saying it that way because of this next card here. And this is the Nine of Rods, so we have all this fire energy. That'll get a little like our word here, adventurous, won't it? With our water energy, because this is a card that means that we have defended our legitimate territory, okay? And it was by our own will, our own effort, and our own determination. So we're standing our ground. And when we stand our ground, it means success is at hand. You know, it's the explanation for the card is courage under fire. You know, usually this guy, I always see this in these cards. In my other deck of cards, the guy's there with the 9 rods, you know, and he's defended everything, but he has a bloody bandage on his head. This guy's smartened up. He put on a helmet before he went into the battle. So it's a card of completion. 9 means completion. So, you know, it indicates that we've done the job. All we're doing is cleaning up a couple little more dust bunnies because next comes 10, and that's a 1. So we planned well. We had discipline because it's a card of discipline. So we planned well, we planned wisely, and everything around us, relationships, job, things like that, would be developing really positively, and we'd be moving forward now, like with a new sense of purpose and focused direction. Look at how straightforward he's walking. He knows, she knows who they are. So release whatever it is you don't want in your life, and because it means if there was any opposition to us, our skills, our strength, our courage, our determination of will, you know, would just like bowl over, is the way I want to say it, bowl over anything that was opposing us. It would bowl it over. God, they're showing me bowling pins, a picture of bowling pins in my head, and I'm like, bowl it over. I don't even know if that's the way you would say something like that, right? But we would win through knowing who we are, right? Releasing anything we weren't, and standing up and going forward on that new adventure through our own willpower, our own energy, our own capacity to do what's right. And we Cancers can really do that. Sometimes we get too emotional. You know, like if there's squabbles or fights or things like that, we get too involved in trying to make nice or make everything nice, you know? And this month they're saying we're not supposed to. We're supposed to remain neutral. Stay out of everybody else's poop and deal with our own, is the way that they're saying it, and that's not exactly what they said. But stay out of everybody's own others poop and don't walk in it if you don't have to. So next card here is the Ace of Swords, and that's like really exciting because it means triumph over difficulties by using our brain, our marbles, our mental capacity. It means major breakthroughs just by using our intelligence. because it's mental energy, it's air energy, it's swords energy. I also think of this card as the sword of truth. The sword cuts both ways. So the sword of truth, if there was something I was thinking about, it means that I would get an answer to it. Or if somebody was being acting odd with me, I would have the answer to it. But it also means new. So first we have the 9, that's like the job's finished. Now we have the ace, which is 1, new, a new lifestyle with this card coming into being, and we get this opportunity because of our will. Remember, by using our willpower, just like these other cards are showing us here, same exact thing. So we, because of this, and because we are using our mind at such a high level, we can get prosperity, we can have like spiritual growth, new developments of any kind. Uh, Trying to think. They all come with this card, because we have, used our ability, used our will to move forward. And with that 9, that's really exciting. So I think that's going to be our word: abundance and adventure, because this is what brings the new direction into our lives after the struggle, right? Brings the new direction, the struggle of the 9 of rods. I didn't finish saying what was going on. So it can be a time of birth. It can be like babies. All aces are can be birth of a child. It could be birth of an idea, because this is air energy, so it's mental. Birth of an idea, birth of an enterprise, birth of something entrepreneurial. Um, but it would put us in a position of power with the ability of manifesting whatever it is we want in a new way, even like a new philosophy, new whatever it is we want. We can bring it in a new way. And with these words, release, and especially with purification down here, abundance and adventure coming all together in there, I think it's going to be exciting, fresh start. Exciting, fresh start. And for those of us that maybe are trying to get to the truth of a situation, it's the sword of truth. So that's coming up with it too, also, because we have 3 people cards in here. We had the Page of Rods, the Queen of Rods, and now we have us. We have the little Page of Cups here type energy, and I love this card. All I can think of is the Page of Cups is the magician, right? He, instead of pulling the rabbit out of the hat, he's pulling the fish out of the hat, and it's like, oh my God, where did that come from? The Page of Cups is us. It can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy if it's someone outside of us, but it's love right here. It's our word, love, because it could be a younger person than us, maybe one of our children, male or female. I have to say that because it's a general reading. So it could be like son, daughter, maybe a younger brother, sister type energy, but they're bringing a message of love. But look at his face, her face, his face, whatever. Look at the surprise. So it's like it really happened, eyes wide open, staring at it. So it can mean like an engagement, uh, or a wedding, or some kind of situation where there's some type of emotional risk that goes around it. But the circumstances, they're like scary and exciting at the same exact time. It like a sudden, somebody suddenly eloping and then coming back and telling us, or maybe it's us, because they're offering us the love, and we have the Ace of Swords here that could be birth of a child and now maybe a new relationship. Maybe some of us were with the Page of Rods before and maybe going to the Page of Cups or vice versa because we have the Queen of Rods standing up in between there. So if it was us, let's say this is us, it could mean that we have an idea in our head and we have it in there so strongly that we are willing and able to take an emotional risk and we aren't at all interested in anyone telling us no about it because it's what we think is right and it's what we think will work, is the way they want it said, because that's it. It's that kind of energy. That's it. This is what I love. This is what I want to do. And with that nine, and then this is like the beginning, and the ace is the beginning. Some of us, the ace of truth could have been severing one relationship with our word release here, and the Queen of Rods helped us get through, right? The crying more than enough tears, like our purification, and standing up for ourselves, and the ace cut the relationship, and here we are with something even better that makes us more happy that nobody's going to tell us no about. So I don't know, because the first three cards could be related to business finance. I wished I could place this for you, and I can't because they're general readings. They could be related to work, a work project that I'm going to take on that I love, and use my mental capacity to even a higher level of intelligence. It could be something like that, and to move forward, because the first ones are almost like money, and then when I look at it, I think it could be money or love, like money or love. I don't know what we want, but this is funny. We got the law of attraction for our angel card, and we have the ace of swords. So I'm going to say release whatever's in the past. Go for what I love, because I've cried more than enough tears. I'll be assured, because the Page of Rods is like international travel and foreigners and stuff. I'll be assured of the new adventure. That's, or just good. The words in the reading like go so hand in hand, and stay neutral if somebody's, we love is really getting into it there, and bring what it is that we cancers need for ourselves. Sorry for laughing, Cancer, but it's like clear cut, like this way, that way, I don't even know how to explain it the way they're showing it to me. It says, each thought's an investment that pays immediate dividends, so invest wisely. You have the power to choose your thoughts, and this is all thought energy, all mental energy, thought energy. You have the power to choose your thoughts and align them with love, peace, and harmony. At your request, we will gladly attune your energies to the higher frequencies. That's an excellent card to go with this. It really is, because it's like we have these two pager energies here, which are a younger type energy. So even if we were going to manifest, it would be maybe possibly two different thoughts. One might be business and one might be love to whatever it is we're attracting. It says the angels gave you this card as a reminder that the law of attraction can help you improve the situation you're inquiring about. Complaints and worry will only attract more of the same. So elevate the thoughts with the help of the angels to attract what you desire. Several times a day, imagine that the situation was presently healed and perfectly manifested. Feel gratitude that it is already so in spirit, which is the first part of attracting the material aspect of the situation. Think about your desires and avoid worrying or complaining. Rise up to the level of the type of person you wish to attract And as your spiritual energy increases, you will find yourself less attracted to any lower energies in relationships and situations, like they're showing us in the original message. This is normal, and the angels can help you deal with those endings and with the beginnings. Ta-da! Two beginnings here. Well, Cancer, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, and for your comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just go neb about me, all the information is in the About section, which is down below the screen. Or if you need to set an appointment with me, all the information to do that's over at the website, and that's in the About section. At the website are two short videos. One explains the prayer class, and the other the sutra classes that I put out there for you. Prayer class is 2.5 hours long. It's really comprehensive. It explains how, why you format prayers and the way you do, and the way to do it. And the sutras are simple thought forms you put in a meditation. Takes 5 minutes a day and enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. Those are over at the website, and they're like 5 or 6 minutes long. And all of you I've met through 3 whole years of doing YouTubes, and everyone I've met through 31 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.